Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.
Half a day, I'm Claire Calvo, bringing you your weekly renewal. I am back with Jesse Rosario, owner of Boca Box. Half a day, Jesse.
Half a day.
Any foundational practices every man should incorporate into their daily life
Is drinking water first thing in the morning. That's a big thing.
Yes.
You know, we go
Huge.
5 to 8 hours of sleeping, we wake up dehydrated.
Right.
And we don't really tend to feel what it's like going through our whole morning. And if we're skipping water, we're not feeling good.
Okay, now I want to shift a little to more so the training. For men, as you know your different clients, how do you alter their training from their 20s to their 30s to their 40s, or do you have just one basic way that you train them, or as they get older, do you adjust?
I tend to focus, and that's kind of a cool question, because I kind of look at my life and how my 20s were shaped, my 30s and my 40s are shaped. And 20s and 30s, I was doing everything under the sun. CrossFit, I was doing triathlons, I was swimming, I was doing anything I could do. Played rugby, and it was just very high impact, very aggressive, very physical. When you get to your 40s, you can't do that anymore.
Right.
You know, joints start to hurt. Your body just isn't what it was before.
Right.
And so with older men, I tend to focus more on a cross between bodybuilding and high intensity workouts. So it's less strenuous on the body, but we're still building muscle, because that's what we need.
Right.
Our body needs to build muscle. The more muscle we have, the more our body's burning energy throughout the day.
We touched on diet, we touched on activity, exercise. I wanted to focus a little bit on, I feel like there's a little bit of stigma around the mental, emotional health of men.
Yeah.
How do you think we could break that? It's so important.
Guys are guys, and
Yeah.
the stigma is that, and I know a lot of guys out there that have grown up the same way I have. Men are not supposed to cry. We are not supposed to be emotional creatures, and whatever we're dealing with, we keep it in, because any show of emotion makes us weaker. And that's something that I've had to really deal with in the past, I would say past decade, right? And trying to get in tune with that and understand that it's okay to be emotional. It's
Right.
okay to show my kids that they can talk about their feelings. And it's okay for me to tell my son, hey, something bothering you, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Men tend to just bottle everything up inside, and it's only going to get worse down the line.
So I guess one of the things is just this, talking about it and normalizing it.
And the session that we had with the women to talk about the things that they were going through, I wish there was a lot more opportunities for guys to do that. You know, but the hard part is getting guys into that,
Right.
because again, the stigma that comes with opening up.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, come on, bro, what's going on?
Yeah. And that's kind of set aside for, you know, guys when they go with their boys and their parties and their drinking, then they start talking and opening up.
Right.
But you really don't need to have, again, alcohol as a part of you to open up to people.
Absolutely.
But it's a good way for guys to just de-stress, just to talk about their emotions and talk about what's going on in life.
Absolutely. Well, you're a guy, and that's an idea, and that's something you can bring forward.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much, Jesse.
Yeah.
Is there
You're
anything
welcome.
else you'd like to share before we close?
I guess, like, if anyone having issues with trying to get healthy and trying to maintain their health, get fit, and just start some sort of program, I'm always available to talk. My shop is in Agana, the Boca Box, and we have diets for everybody. And because diet and nutrition is individualized, it's not the same for everybody. So if you are interested and you're concerned about becoming healthier, come and see me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you all. I will see you next time on your weekly renewal.
Weekly Renewal is brought to you by Calvo Select Care.